Hey guys, this is Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So I have a great video for you guys today. We are testing out the new Juvia's Place foundation sticks. So these actually launched October 5th and they actually launched inside of Ulta Beauty at the same time and on their website, which is great because with their first foundation launch, I think we had to wait about 2 weeks or a week and a half before it got to Ulta Beauty. So they were actually launched October 5th in Ulta Beauty. It actually came out that following Monday. So I went to Ulta Beauty to pick out my shade because I was just kind of thoroughly confused by the shades in the foundation range. And I was like, these shades look great, but I don't know what color I am. And just like kind of with the first launch, I went in store just to get the right shades. I didn't have to go through all the whole process of ordering the product. So when I went inside the store, I went to the whole little gondola. I'm like, okay. Ulta Beauty, you got them Juvia's Place together. They're not just on the end cap anymore. They got a whole space. And I was just like, well, where are the foundation sticks? I called. You guys said they'll be out tomorrow, which is today. So where are they? So I actually asked the lady and she was like, well, the person didn't come to put the stuff up. And it was just like, but I called and you guys said they were available today. So she was nice enough to bring the foundation sticks out, and because I asked, another young lady was coming in, was like, yes, these are foundation sticks, and the other young lady that had been in the store for a long time with her $2 was like, I've been looking for these. So long story short is I was able to pick out my shade. It was in between two shades. I picked up the shade Jacmel because that was actually the shade that looked the best on me, but it was in between Jacmel and Madagascar. So these foundation sticks, they actually retail for $16, so super affordable. Come in this cute packaging like this. I picked up two because I picked up a contour shade. And inside the package, you get 9.7 grams of product, or is 0.34 ounces, okay? And so these are actually foundation sticks, but they are known as shade sticks, and you can use them for multi-purposes. So they are able to contour, foundation, and if you pick up a shade, you can conceal with them as well. So they come in 30 shades. I think the last launch, they actually came in like 40 shades. The last launch, which is the I Am Magic foundation that just launched actually this summer, was 42 shades. So the foundation sticks are 30 shades. So of course the shade range is going to be a little bit different. However, I think it is still generous enough and it covers a wide variety of skin complexions from light fair all the way up to deep dark. Okay. Now the only problem is the shade names are not the same. Well, you really can't expect them to be the same if you don't have the same amount of shades, but it still does make it difficult. And the thing is, like the shade charting, it was just difficult. So I really just suggest if you have Ulta Beauty by you, you go in store, you figure out what your shade is, and be done, okay? So, like I said, these shade sticks retail for $16, and I picked up two shades. So what I'm planning to do for you guys today is do a demo. Now, these shade sticks, unlike the first foundation, is actually a hydrating shade stick. Praise the Lord, because you know your girl has dry skin. The other foundation, the I Am Magic foundation, is actually a very matte foundation. And I could wear it just a tiny bit, but I actually prefer these. So, information about the product. So like I said before, you get 9.7 grams of product in these shade sticks. And Juvia's Place is describing, this is per their website, that these shade sticks are a full coverage, natural and radiant finish. Multi-purpose foundation sticks, and they come in 30 creamy and long-lasting shades. Formulated to feel like skin, a weightless multi-purpose formula that glides on seamlessly to cover imperfections and give full definition to the face. And then that they're saying that this full coverage formula is also infused with shea butter and oil controlling ingredients to aid in long wear time and providing radiant skin. It is paraben free, phthalate free, sulfate free, and gluten free. Okay, they say you should apply the shade sticks to moisturize and prime face, swipe foundation across the face and where the areas that you need their coverage in, of course. And you can use your forehead, cheeks, center of your face, and you should blend in with a sponge or brush until you get the desired finish or coverage that you want. And then it says you can go even a step further and do additional radiance cover and apply the I Am Magic concealers. You know, those are sold separately. They had the concealer launch after the first foundation launch to brighten the face. Or they're saying you can conceal with these foundation sticks also. So I'm going to go ahead and do the demo, and I'm going to bring you in closer, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing working. Okay, so I brought you guys in a lot closer. Like, you know, I normally do my video so you can see what is going on. So I have like a freshly clean face, except for, you know, I've did my eyebrows using my Benefit pencil. And I do have some Morello oil on my face, and that is normally how I prep my face, and just a little bit of lip balm on. Now, I've been testing this out all week, so I actually like it. So we'll talk about my final thoughts like at the end of the video. But the primer that I've actually been using with this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, like this. It looks like this. I have a sample of it, and I actually do like it. And I was using this underneath the I Am Magic foundation, which you know is a super matte foundation. But this just goes on so nice, and I just put it here. And these are the areas, especially where my face is so dry and aggravated from just being dry. And I just put like the rest a little bit on my forehead, okay? And so like I mentioned before, I did pick up the shades Jacmel, and I picked up Abidjan. Okay, so Jacmel is actually my foundation color. So it was between this and Madagascar. Madagascar was a good fit, but as we kind of let it settle in the store, Jacmel was like, that's spot on. So this is what I told you, I've been using it. So this is what the foundation stick looks like. It's super creamy, and this is like, so you can see how much product you get in there, which is a pretty good amount. So I like the packaging. It's just twist up, it's simple, easy peasy, no fuss, okay? So this is what Jacmel looks like, and I would just kind of do a swatch on my hand. My hand, however, is a little bit darker than my face, but like when you hit my neck, face is a tiny bit lighter than my neck. I don't know, it just blends, you know what I mean? But it looks quite different here. So my hand swatches, especially in that Ulta Beauty lighting in the store, were not like the best. So we did actually go ahead and apply on my face, and since I was like the first person to use the testers, I was like, this is great, okay? Because they brought it out for me. And then this is Abidjan, and this is a darker color that I picked up to contour with. And so that really kind of just blends in right here. And these are so creamy, okay? Now, also what you might be wondering, the first foundation launch, it actually had 42 shades, as I mentioned before, but they were numbered. And what was cool about it, the darker shades started with like in the 100s, and the lighter shades went to the 400s, because you know usually it's the opposite way around. So if you're looking for numbers in this foundation, you're not going to find numbers, okay? So now I'm picking up Jacmel after we have primed my face with that Milk Hydro Grip, and this is what I've literally been doing. Been doing this, and I like to hit up my chin area for sure. And you see how like good it looks. It's like it got the right undertone. I put a little on my forehead. Guess I'm putting on a healthy amount today. But you can literally just decide how much coverage you want. And so moving a little closer so you can see. Foundation. And that's usually plenty enough. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my Cosmetics for Ulta foundation brush and blend this in. It's a little dirty, whatever. Y'all get the point. Like, so as you can see, it blends in so nice. Like, I don't have any problem with it. And look at the color. And look at the finish. It's so nice. Now at first, before it kind of settled into my skin, I'm going to insert a picture, because I did like try to attempt to do a wear test for you guys. Like I had put it on before I went to work, and I was supposed to like come back and check in like when I got back, but then you know some stuff happened. Not any bad stuff, but I was like, oh, okay. I just didn't get a chance to do a check-in. And at first I was like, I don't know how I look. Like in person I look fine, but when I took a photo of the foundation, I was like, But I realized like it hadn't really had a chance to like settle into my skin, and I had just did the setting spray step. So I was like, okay. But the few days when I wore it, after that, I was like, okay, I don't look shiny. And like I said, I'll insert that photo. I was looking like, not really good. Look at this color. Get my hair back together here. I like clipped my ends the other day, so it's curling a little tighter, but it's like a good curl, you know? Got to clip the ends, even when you wear your hair curly all the time. But look at this. It looks so good. And even like from my neck, transition, like I just think that it looks so great. It looks very radiant. I'm going to like come in a little closer. Like zoomed you guys all the way in so you can see how it's looking on my skin. This for me right here is kind of like a problem area where I would like the coverage to be, but I don't necessarily feel like I need to always conceal it. And my dark spot that I have right here is going away, so it's like a lot easier for foundations just to cover it. But you still like see my freckles, which I enjoy. My skin just looks, I feel like it looks moist. It looks moisturized and it looks healthy and it looks radiant. And you know, that's what I like my foundations to look like. So, got the foundation on, enjoying how it looks. Now, I'm going to take that shade Abidjan right here. And I literally just go ahead and like do a little bit of light contour with it. Kind of bronze my skin up. And I don't contour a lot on a regular basis, but this has made it like easy to contour. I only like really contour when trying to like really beat my face and go somewhere. Hit up this bottom right here because, you know, I got a fat face. Even when I was really small, like, I know you guys can't tell now, and I have kind of like a fat neck, so I probably look a little bit bigger than I really am. But even when I was really small, like 110, 113 pounds in high school, I always had like this right here. It bothers me, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? So now I'm just taking like a Real Techniques contour brush, and I just blend that out. And I don't do it so it's so structured, but it just adds, you know, little definition to my face. And the finish of it is nice. Like I don't even have to powder it down or anything like that. You know, I'm not really a big powder person because skin is dry. Like I just don't need anything drying. But the one powder that I do have, that Maybelline Fit Me, I do like that powder if I need to just knock down some of the shine, because sometimes, you know, the foundation is just so radiant. It's like, okay. But usually by the time I just let it settle for a moment, it's only like that in the beginning. It's okay. And I'm just blending out my forehead area. So like I said, it's nothing too crazy, but it just gives a little warmth in the temple area, on the cheek area. And then you can definitely go in with some more bronzer, like powder bronzer if you wanted to. Okay. So this is the final phase. I'm going to come right back. I'm going to add some finishing touches to my makeup, and I'm going to come back. So it is 12:58. Can you see? Can you see? 12:58. Those are zebras. I took this picture myself on the safari. Everybody was like, why you have zebras? Because I took this photo myself and I like zebras. Okay. So it's 12:58. So I'm going to come back. I'm going to film a couple more videos, do some stuff around the house, even though I'm so proud of myself. I've like done pretty much all my cleaning. So cool. And I will check back in and you can see how the foundation is wearing. Okay. Okay, hey, I'm back and I wanted to do a check-in. It is now 4 p.m. and I guess what time did we put this foundation on? I can't remember. Was it 11:58 or 12:58? Well, I guess I'll figure it out when I'm editing. I'll stick it up here. But as you can see, it is 4:01 p.m. and I did do a little quick smoky eye and added some lashes, and This is the new Fenty lipstick called Fenty Undefeated. It's a Stunna lip paint. Super cute. And that video will be coming soon, or maybe before. I don't know what order. But I wanted to do a check-in of how my face is looking, okay? And so far, so good. I'm just going to come closer so you can tell I'm not really having any issues with the foundation. Usually I will use my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray, but I did not do that, so I'm gonna just bring the camera in just a little bit closer so you guys can see. But so far it feels so nice, and my face feels hydrated. It does not feel dry. Maybe no really creasing right here. Just it's not even really settling in my fine lines. Like I have a couple right here, but so far my face is feeling great. It looks great. And I'm really happy with this foundation. So I'm going to pull it in a little closer so just so you can see. Okay, so I'm back. You can see what the foundation is looking like all over my skin. My chin, I have a little glitter because I was filming the other video. Removing some lip glosses. And then I did add some highlighter. Like I said, I did the rest of my makeup. But okay, you guys were really, really close, but you could just see what the foundation looks like, and it looks good. So I'm really enjoying it right now. So I will check back with you at the end of the video or a little bit later, whichever comes first. Okay, I'm back. The time is 7:22. Okay, I shouldn't show you from this screen. Okay, the time is 7:22 and we're about at the 6-hour mark. I checked the footage, so I actually put this foundation on at 12:58. So that's basically like 1 o'clock. So this is what my face is looking like. If my eye is looking a little red, I do apologize. I am getting very sleepy and I'm like, oh, I just need to come on and check in. But my skin is still looking flawless. So I really don't suspect in 2 hours later that it's going to look any different. Not to mention, like I said, this is not my first wear of the foundation. I've been wearing the foundation all week. I had put it to the test during some 12-hour days. Actually, Friday was more like it's a 12-hour work day. And then I did go out afterwards, like straight from work, and I went to the bar because it was my friend's birthday, and so it was probably a good 15-hour day, and my face felt comfortable and looked great. So coming in closer so you can see what I'm looking like. My eyes looking a little red there. I'm sorry. I'm sleepy. I'm ready to take off my makeup. I'm like, I'm about to crash. But I just wanted to definitely come back on the camera so you can see what I'm looking like. So as you can see, this foundation wears wonderful. And for me to have dry skin, I didn't even set it. I haven't even used a refresher spray like the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist. I usually use that to refresh my makeup when I'm feeling dry. I haven't done that. I've been doing housework all day and filming YouTube. And then I just edited a video, so that will probably be up also. And it's actually featuring, well, not the eye look, but it does have the lip product. So overall with this foundation, I'm really, really impressed. I really put it to the test today. I did not refresh my face. I usually refresh my face with the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist if it's feeling dry or tight or looking dry. Or I did not actually even spray it with my Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. And that's what I usually always set my face with after I apply my foundation. Like I said, I have been putting this foundation to the test all week long. It has held up amazing, okay? Like, I have nothing but good things to say about this foundation. I like the first foundation release, the I Am Magic foundation, but I'm way more pleased with this one. Like I said, I have dry skin, so it's always going to be the preference. So I know that foundation might actually work better for people who have oily skin, but I don't feel like this is such a super dewy foundation that you can't wear it if you have if you have oily skin or combo oily skin. So you just have to try it out and see what works for you. I've definitely been using it with this Milk Makeup Primer, this Hydro Grip Primer, and that's what I used the other foundation with that made it like wearable. But this just feels so much more comfortable on my face, especially right in here. This is where I feel the driest, and these are definitely my driest areas. So throughout the day, if it gets really dry here, I get really uncomfortable. And it's just to the point where it's like, ugh, my face feels tight. It just feels dry, it's dehydrated, and then it starts not looking great. But as you can see from the close-ups, I'm not feeling that way. It's very dry. As far as transfer, I haven't had much transfer with this foundation, maybe just a little bit when you rub vigorously through with it, but other than that, it's been fine. The wear time on it has been amazing, and I just really love how creamy it is. I do think that they should come out with a few more shades. I'm not sure what was up with doing 30 shades of the stick foundation versus 42 of the other foundations. I don't know if they did like a focus group and was like maybe all 42 were not needed. But at the end of the day, it was pretty easy for me to wear my shade. Now, I did mention that I had the I Am Magic foundation. I had that in Casablanca, and Casablanca was like in the 300 shades, but I was considerably, I didn't have a tan, even though that launched in the summer. I still hadn't even been out in the sun a lot. I went to Jamaica, came back, had a tan, and I was more like the color I usually am. I hadn't been in the sun in a very, very long time due to a lot of factors, or just gotten enough sun. Those shades I can't even compare because it's so light, and that shade at that time was a perfect match, and I feel like this shade at this time is just a dead on perfect match. I feel like I look flawless. I feel like my skin is comfortable. It photographs well. I'm not having any issues with it, and I'm not even shining. So, and all my products have worked well on top of it, like my blushes, my highlighters. I have not had an issue with it. Overall, I really like this foundation, but I think that you should definitely go in store to pick up the foundation, because matching the color is kind of not going to be easy. And even for me, I could have probably wore Madagascar, and Madagascar was not a bad match, but like as you just kind of let it sit there on the skin, it was just kind of like, okay, Jacmel is the color that I need. So overall, I'm just really digging this. Like it's Juvia's place. They make great products, and this foundation stick is super creamy. It applies well. It blends out like a dream. So I definitely recommend it for anybody who's looking for an affordable foundation and something that is hydrating, because you know a lot of times they always come out with the foundations for the oily people first, and then the dry skin girls get the weight back in the cut, or we try to make the stuff work. But truly our jam is the hydrating stuff. Check my Instagram. I'm going to be probably putting up some wear tests. I'm incorporating more things like wear tests, makeup looks. I'm actually going to be doing some probably like wear the work looks, like when I do my makeup every day, so you can see like what palettes I'm using every day, because I really try to rotate my palettes when I'm not on camera. And I'm also testing out the new palettes when I'm not on camera, so I can definitely formulate my thoughts and the products. So with that being said, let me know down below what you guys think about this foundation. Did you pick it up? Are you not picking it up? Are you just like, wasn't quite sure? Let me know down below in the comments, and you know we'll have a nice discussion about it. Give this video a big thumbs up, and please subscribe to my makeup channel, because you know I would love to have you here in the family, because you know we do chair dances, and you want to do a chair dance with me. So subscribe. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys later, and I'm going to hit you with the chair dance one more time. Okay, bye.